her being in Hawaii with Papoose, right? And Papoose' side chick allegedly popped up and said, I'm in Hawaii staying pretty too. Now, Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, you know, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever, boxer, you know what I'm saying? I'm not negating what she's done, but she's obviously number one in her class. And so she's been winning a lot of belts, and she's that chick, right? I wouldn't want to fight her.
I take it that they did a story about her and Papooses' time in Hawaii. According to reports, Papooses' side chick appeared and declared, I'm in Hawaii sitting pretty too. Remy Ma has already revealed that Claressa is not alone and that she has been yearning to have Poos by her side. She is, after all, a what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter. Whatever boxer, you know what I mean? Not downplaying her accomplishments, but she's clearly the best in her class, and she's been winning a lot of titles. She's that chick. So I wouldn't want to fight her, so I'm going to stay at home. I won't lie. Kay has once again taken social media by storm with a shocking live stream. Something that no one anticipated. She attacked boxing champion Claressa Shields in her trademark audacious manner, accusing her of fabricating a significant portion of her life story. The same story that contributed to her public persona as one of the most influential and strong women in sports. Tasha claims that the portrayal of Claressa that viewers see on television, the champion, is the hero, and the survivor is not totally authentic. Tasha asserts that there is a part of Claressa's past that has been meticulously concealed for years behind the awards, sponsorships, and stirring speeches. Tasha presented a series of accusations that stunned the internet. During a 2-hour live video that attracted thousands of people, she claimed that in order to appear more sympathetic, Claressa altered several aspects of her journey, misrepresenting her struggles in order to draw sponsors and admirers. Tasha's assertion that Sierra Mitchell, who is known to be Papooses' side chick, formerly a member of the team assisting Claressa in creating her public persona, was even more startling. Sierra used to work as a branding consultant, but Tasha claims that she has since turned against Claressa and is getting ready to reveal everything using voice notes, screenshots, messages, and receipts. Tasha added that in order to prevent a negative occurrence from making headlines in 2018, Claressa had previously paid hush money. She implied that some aspects of Claressa's ascent to prominence weren't as tidy as they seemed by bringing up a sealed police report and a bribe. Trainer associated with her early boxing career, Tasha now asserts that Sierra intends to make proof including digital evidence, texts, and even a check stub available to demonstrate that Claressa's meticulously constructed narrative was fabricated. There has been conflict between these two before. For years, Tasha has been criticizing Claressa, frequently pointing out discrepancies in her timelines and interviews. However, in the past, people largely disregarded her, thinking it was simply another attempt to create controversy. However, people are paying attention this time. Many questioned whether there might be some truth to the hubbub after seeing the evidence she provided, which included financial paperwork and dated screenshots. Claressa's reputation has consistently been the story of a fighter. A Flint, Michigan girl who overcame hardship to become a world champion and an Olympic gold medalist. Millions were moved by her narrative, particularly young female athletes. Tasha's assertions, however, gave a very different impression. She called it a fabricated story and indicated that some aspects of Claressa's early hardships were exaggerated to make her seem more accessible. Then Tasha introduced Papoose into the conversation with yet another shocking revelation. She said that years ago, he helped Claressa revamp and clean up her public image for broad audiences by introducing her to Sierra. Initially, it worked. In addition to gaining significant endorsements and expanding her social media following, Claressa began filming a Netflix documentary about her life. However, Tasha claimed that things began to fall apart behind the scenes. She claims that unpaid money caused a significant rift between Claressa and Sierra. After assisting Claressa in closing many deals, Sierra was allegedly promised a sizable payout. However, tensions increased when she didn't get the entire amount. even a wire transfer from Clarissa's business, Sea Shields Promotions LLC, to Sierra that appeared to be a termination settlement was displayed by Tasha. Tasha gave it a call hush money, an effort to discreetly terminate the partnership before any information became public. Sierra is apparently prepared to speak out now that her non-disclosure agreement is ended. According to Tasha, Sierra has recordings of Claressa acknowledging that. In order to win sympathy, she embellished some of her training and experience. Fans were deeply affected by that part. Claressa was a role model because of her honesty and work ethic. Her reputation might be destroyed if those allegations are accurate. Social media exploded after the live stream concluded, while female organizations expressed dissatisfaction and accused Claressa of employing phony struggle marketing to promote empowerment. Sports writers started looking for explanations. Some claim that in order to gain sympathy and sponsorships, she transformed adversity into a plot. Even worse, there were whispers that Netflix had secretly put a stop to the filming of her next documentary until the uproar subsided. According to reports, companies like Gatorade and Under Armour, who were allegedly in negotiations for deals, withdrew. Claressa's silence only served to heighten the stress. She is usually eager to express her opinions, but since the broadcast, she hasn't posted or gone live, which has increased suspicion. Sierra's online fanbase has grown significantly in the interim. Her posts have been filled with cryptic statements, such as "the truth always finds light," giving a hint that she's prepared to reveal everything. According to some insiders, she has years' worth of evidence, including voice notes and contracts that might permanently damage Claressa's reputation. Celebrities have begun to respond as well. More conjecture was sparked when Nicki Minaj liked one of Tasha's postings about the subject. Now fans are split. While some claim Tasha is merely pursuing influence, others think she is revealing something genuine. One thing is certain though, there is no stopping down of this drama. For Claressa Shields, both inside and outside the ring, everything might change if Sierra makes public what Tasha says she possesses. And Tasha K has found herself squarely in the middle of another storm once more. Drake threw gasoline to the fire with a cryptic tweet that contained just one emoji, which fans instantly took to be criticism of Claressa Shields. The controversy is only growing louder by the hour. It couldn't have come at a worse time. Speculation erupted on social media in a matter of minutes. Actress Megan Good then intervened by tweeting, "Sometimes women hurt women more than men ever could." Twitter was in disarray after just a single sentence. Even Claressa's former teammates started speaking out as the outcry increased. After years of silence, former training partner Monica Reed declared she was now prepared to share her experience. In just 1 hour, her message had almost 50,000 followers. The internet went into overdrive when she announced a few minutes later that Tasha K will be doing her first exclusive interview. Claressa's camp reportedly descended into chaos in the meanwhile. Her PR representatives became utterly silent and her management team ceased answering questions. Insiders claim that her attorneys have counseled her to hold off on speaking in public until the uproar has subsided. However, that quiet has just exacerbated the situation. The rumors get louder the longer Claressa remains silent. On social media, fresh screenshots have started circulating. Some purportedly displayed confidential correspondence between Papoose and Sierra talking about how to maintain order. Some claim to show Claressa worried about an impending leak and inquiring as to how long they could keep it under control. The internet has already decided whether or not any of it is true. People are taking sides. Both those who think Claressa has been exposed and those who think she is being unfairly singled out. As things appear to be settling down, Tasha K came back with yet another shocking revelation. She made public a brief audio snippet that she said was a Claressa and Sierra phone conversation. "You think Tasha's going to save you? Is a woman's voice heard on the recording? She will misrepresent you and make you appear foolish." Tasha said it was evidence of intimidation and insisted the voice belonged to Claressa. The fans were taken aback. While some claimed it sounded real, others countered that it might have been a fabrication. In any case, it rekindled the debate. Tasha wasn't finished, though. She revealed an additional twist unrelated to Sierra. This time, Monica Reed, another boxer, was involved. Sierra asserts that years ago, Claressa supposedly undermined Monica's career. Tasha said that before a significant qualifying bout, Claressa had leaked modified training film of Monica, making her appear lethargic and unprepared. According to reports, the video became viral at the time, harming Monica's confidence and reputation. Monica lost the match shortly after and became less well known. It appears that the disappearance may not have happened by accident. The hashtag #ProtectMoniK went viral on all major media when Tasha disclosed Monica's name. Her old posts were inundated with supportive remarks from thousands of admirers who demanded responsibility and justice. Those who had previously hailed Claressa as a strong woman started to doubt all of their preconceived notions about her. Tasha made a suggestion that she wasn't finished yet. In order to defend her own reputation, she claimed to have even more receipts, deleted recordings, private emails, and PR logs demonstrating how Claressa supposedly planned smear campaigns against other combatants. This isn't about hate. It's about truth, she said, promising to share more in a future broadcast. By now, Claressa's previously impeccable reputation was rapidly deteriorating. Sponsors began to silently pull away. She was taken off from the websites of a few promotional partners. Industry insiders claim that a number of brands have halted talks until the dispute is resolved, even though nothing formal has been revealed. Claressa Shields, who battled her way from nothing to become one of the greatest athletes of her generation, is regarded as an inspiration for many years. However, her legacy is now in jeopardy. Celebrities, sportsmen, and millions of followers have been drawn in by what started as a single blogger's complaint and has now become a full-fledged media storm. One thing is certain, regardless of the veracity of the accusations, this tale has shaken like never before in the sports world. Event planners started to reschedule Claressa Shields' appearances, and her highly anticipated Netflix project was abruptly put on hold. Her legal staff was putting in extra hours behind the scenes. According to insiders, her attorneys were going over every contract and transaction because they were afraid that any information disclosed could result in defamation, lawsuits, or even possible fraud investigations. What began as internet rumors has now become a financial and legal nightmare. Sierra, meanwhile, persisted in her methodical, gradual social media expose. Everyone was captivated by her cryptic posts. According to one message, the truth never dies. It only awaits the appropriate moment. Despite the overwhelming pressure from fans to share all the receipts at once, she appeared to relish the tension and only disclosed enough to keep the internet buzzing. Then a significant turning point occurred. At last, Monica Reed shared her story live on Tasha K's show. Tears were running down her face, but she was determined to speak her truth despite her obvious tremor. Monica described how she thought Claressa purposefully ruined her boxing career. She said that in order to minimize competition, Claressa had prevented her from sponsorship deals and spread allegations that she was mentally disturbed. "I admired her," Monica remarked quietly. "In this sport, I considered her to be my sister, but she saw me as a danger." Tasha K closed the interview with a theatrical tease. "This isn't over," she murmured, leaning toward the camera. "Everything will alter with what I'm dropping next." The frenzy was rekindled by that one line. As people conjectured about what else Tasha might have, social media flew into a frenzy. Calls, witnesses, and maybe a covert lawsuit were leaked. Rumors circulated behind the scenes that Claressa's camp was ready to retaliate by bringing a defamation lawsuit against Sierra and Tasha. However, the harm already appeared irreparable, even if she did follow through. Her tale was now a show for the audience. Every major sports page, entertainment blog, and gossip site was analyzing her demise. The question of whether Claressa's legacy could ever be restored was discussed on talk shows. Some said that she was the target of betrayal and jealousy from those in her own social circle. Others maintained that she had based her empire on lying and manipulation, and that this was karma. And at last, the truth was coming to light. Truth was coming to light.